damage control, some may call it, while others would refer to it as the most important meeting in the country's recent electoral process, following a postponement of the presidential and National Assembly elections at about 2:30 a.m. on Election Day. Call it what you may, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has scheduled this meeting to explain further why that postponement became necessary. Political parties, election observers, one of which is a former head of state, civil society organizations, and other members of the public are represented here. The INEC chairman arrives and wastes no time in mounting the podium, armed with explanations.
Our overall assessment is that if the elections went on as planned, polls will not open at 8 in the morning in all polling units nationwide. Our ICT department advised us that it would require 5 to 6 days to reconfigure about 180,000 smart card readers earlier programmed to work only on election day.
The INEC chief is not unmindful of how this postponement has affected the perception of Nigerians about the commission and makes an effort to douse all doubts.
I want to appeal to Nigerians and all other stakeholders for their understanding in what has been a very difficult decision for the commission. Our decision is entirely taken by the commission. It has nothing to do with security, nothing to do with political influence, nothing to do with availability of resources. We believe that ultimately this decision is good for our democracy and for our country. I wish to assure you of our commitment to free, fair, and credible elections. As chairman of INEC and on behalf of the Commission, we take full responsibility for what happened.
Some Nigerians, however, observe that there has been no apology from the Commission following the inconveniences.
I think it's proper, considering that Nigerians have been largely inconvenienced by this postponement, for the Independent National Electoral Commission to apologize to Nigerians.
I think it's just a matter of which adjective you use. In the last paragraph of my statement, I said so on my behalf as chairman and on behalf of the commissioners. We regret what happened.
INEC has outlined steps it will take to ensure that the elections hold successfully on the 23rd of February. The Commission says it will complete and confirm deployment of materials on the 18th of February, configure smart card readers between 17th and the 21st, receive and deploy sensitive materials to local governments on the 20th and 21st, while it will conduct refresher training for its ad hoc staff on the 21st and deploy them on the 22nd. The Independent National Electoral Commission will perhaps leave this meeting today with the hope that it has successfully allayed the fears of Nigerians who perhaps are disturbed by the postponement of the elections, that come 23rd of February 2019, credible elections will be conducted by the Commission. Terry Ikumi, Channels Television News.